What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Space Base. My name is Splattercat. We're going to be chilling today and just making our base a little bit more profitable, a little bit more interesting, a little bit more grandiose. Oh, we've reached self-sufficiency. I do like fish. You now have the structures in place to sustain your colony. I feel like they should have the Allstate guy doing those voiceovers, but he's probably expensive, but still, you know. That's pretty cool. I like how you get the little splash screens, though, that the game, like, kind of... Oh, it does rotate. What did I know about that? Maybe I just wasn't watching it the last time I played the game. All right, then. So with our inputs and outputs over here, how exactly is this functioning for us? Is there a storage building that I can build? Because, no, I don't want to recycle something that I've already built. Hold on. What does this do right here? Oh, I've got base flow management charts. Oh, that's pretty cool. So prestige is at 31 out of 1,000. We only have, like, 5 people here, so I figure... we should probably get something done to allow more people to come along. Oh, we've got vegetables! Yay! We've got vegetables. That's exciting. So does he take the vegetables? Like, how exactly does that work with the plant parts? So let's watch where this robot goes, because I want to find out exactly how this all flows. In the tutorial, they teach you how to build a base and get everything all self-sufficient. It looks like he just put it inside of the meal maker. Oh, okay. So I guess he just puts it inside of there, and then somebody else comes along, and they pull it out, I guess. Yeah, that looks like it's its storage. And so somebody comes over here, and maybe when they interact with it, it turns it into an actual meal. Yeah, look, it processes it right there. How cool is that? Very, very awesome. I used to love little games like this. I played for a while. Before I started my channel, I had a very real Dwarf Fortress period where I played nothing but games like this, Dwarf Fortress, Nemoria, and I really, really got into them. And then, I don't know, I just... stopped playing them for some reason. Just never got around to it ever again. Dwarf Fortress is one of those things where I was always worried to play it on my channel because people expect you to be like a pro-level Dwarf Fortress player before anything, you know, works properly. Over here it looks like we take... so it looks like we get starches out of one of these at some point or another. That looks like it needs to be repaired, which I assume comes out of spares right here. It's in decent shape. Oh no, it looks like somebody's... is it the repair bot that does it? Oh, look at that! He's actually... okay, so he diddles it with his little robot arm and makes it all better. Unless it's this guy right here who's repairing it. Either way, you've got these things called spares, and your machinery breaks down. And occasionally you've got to, like, go up on them and, like, use spares and stuff to fix them. But I don't know exactly what goes into all that. Because we have this turbine up... I could sort of jockey with the... well, I guess I could tug a war with the option that we have here, which is maybe... we could build a second battery. But for right now... oh, we have minerals? Damn, we got minerals and shit. That's pretty cool. That's how we talk about that in the bay. Be like, how many minerals you got? Hella minerals and shit, cut. That's how we say it out here. Yeah, so anyways, people come up in my house and they be like, damn, you got a lot of materials. You got what I'm saying, though? Like, it gets wild. It gets a little bit crazy up in here. Yes, please repair that. And then also, please give me more vegetables. Oh, look at those vegetables that are laying on the ground, not being moved around by any other colonists, because they're all too busy sleeping. Tiffany. What, you expect to just get to go to sleep after a 16-hour work shift? Life doesn't work like that, Tiffany. We gotta suck it up. It's time to get back on the clock here. Back on the clock. I just want to make sure that this thing is, like, loaded up with all the meals that we need, because people seem to eat a lot of food, and so I'd like to stay on top of that. I don't want anybody to die of any weird starvation-related issues. Okay, let's put the roofs back on. I love the way the base looks in this game. I saw other people build their bases, and they went on for, like, days. The base was so huge. Like, you could rotate, like, the entire planet to get a look at it. Let's figure out how our power consumption goes once the sun goes down. So this guy right here, he's only pulling, like, what, 18 kilowatts? Okay. 7 kilowatts over here. So, actually, the wind turbine is not going to help that much. I mean, it takes a little bit of the edge off, I think. But the solar panel definitely carries the lion's share of the power weight right there. I mean, the sag, it tries to lean a little bit on the turbine, but it sort of depends on what wind allotment you already have. So it might not be a terrible idea to either go in further on wind turbines, or B, this was sitting here full for like half the day. Maybe just go in on secondary or tertiary batteries, which I think I may do right here. So we've got a power collector on this side. I'd honestly just like to sort out where I could put this. And actually, I'm going to separate them. My logic there being that, let's say a meteor comes down and hits this one and damages it. I want things to be spaced out slightly so that we never lose like everything we have of one resource when a meteor comes down. Now, like some of that's going to be unavoidable for the moment because some of that's going to be a little bit unavoidable for the moment simply because we've got one location that produces all of our food. We've got one location that produces all of our metal. You get what I mean? So if anything hits this, we're just going to have to rebuild and go from where we go from. But for right now... Oh, wow, it takes a long-ass time to process that. Seriously. Okay, well, I mean, I know now. I mean, I had no idea how long that was going to take, but it looks like... I wonder if there's a place. Before I say that I wished it was here with these charts. So metal production... Is that just our total metal stock, though? I wanted to look at metal production. Power balance. We've got constructors and all kinds of random... I like the fact that they give you a big kind of like listing of stuff you can do, though. And so meals are recovering for right now. Connections have been built. Veggies are okay. I don't know how we produce meat out here. I assume that we grow like dummy humans or something. And then once we grow the dummy humans, they don't have brains. And then we just like kill them real fast and then we eat them. Nom 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 nom. What does a grid do? Oh, okay. So that's pretty cool. We are actually losing power at a pretty considerable speed. But the sun should be up pretty soon. We made it last night. I mean, the wind turbine, it's pulling as hard as it can. Wait, what was that then? How come it said we were dropping off that fast? I don't feel like we were actually dropping off that quickly. Like, our power looks okay. We're definitely going to make it till morning. Because wind is way up, so this turbine is actually, like, working overtime right now. It's got us doing, like, what, 15 kilowatts or whatever? Yeah, okay, so that'll be fine. I'm not even going to look at it anymore. I always feel like I waste time looking at... Like, when I play games like this, I have this issue where I stare at all the meters and all the knobs and all the moving things, and I'm just like, ooh. So how do I fix this guy? Do I need, like, a drone bay or something? Because without him, I feel like we're going to have some pretty major issues. So we've got a bar. We've got a multi-dome. We've got a factory. We've got a processing plant. I don't want to make processed goods. Oh, we have storage right there, so there it is. Got the sick bay. We got the biodome. Is anybody going to fix this robot? Like, how do we fix this robot? Oh, we have a robotics facility, so maybe we go in on a factory, and that's how we fix this. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. We'll make a little factory over on this side. I don't think we need to process anything right now, but it appears to be mandatory in our... Is he just the carrier bot? What does he do? Okay, so he just moves things around. Unfortunately, this little guy... Can I disable him? Let me see here. Bots. They have a limited time span. After a certain amount of time, they will cease to operate. So they don't eat, sleep, or breathe, but they need to be maintained at some point. An engineer can do that, and later this can be done automatically in the bot auto repair. So why are the engineers not... Hold on. Engineers, why are you screwing up right now? So I need to set priorities. It's unfortunate there's no pause either. Like, I wish you could pause to give orders. But anyways, let's go, and I need to look at my priorities list. We got the game menu, quick save, show tops. Nope, not what I needed. Base management. Well, I looked around for a little bit for a priorities menu so that I could prioritize repairing robots, but I couldn't seem to find it anywhere. I went through the help list and everything. It took me about 15 minutes of just staring at help files, and I couldn't seem to find it anywhere. So anyways, I remember they're bringing something like that up during the tutorial. It said that there was a priorities list around somewhere. But honestly... I think it should be a little bit more apparent. Like, it should just be part of, like, the main UI if it exists. So you can just, like, click a thing up here and then you'd be like, yo, I want you to work on this. I want you to work on this. Because if I could get somebody to repair this robot, that would be absolutely fantastic. And yet, my engineers seem to spend most of their time... Where's my engineer at? So he's just standing around right now. Can I deactivate you, maybe? Power storage is critical right now, huh? Well, it should recover. I mean, once the power grid comes back up, we should be good. It also appears that we have no wind today, so that's actually going to hurt the turbine as well. So a second solar panel might be... once it gets there, we'll see. Let's go ahead and do a second one, I guess, since we have no choice here. This is the big issue that you run into with sustainable energy solutions, is that, like, some of them only function under very, very specific sort of issues. We'll go with a second solar panel over here. I mean, we could make it like a big bastard, but I'll probably stick with like a smaller one. And then I'll spread this one out over here too. So there it is. Will the engineer help with that? Engineer, sir? Clicking is also a little sticky when you're trying to get a hold of like one of these guys. Well, they all look kind of similar now. Oh, look, he's repairing. Oh, he's getting it. Okay, fantastic. I didn't even need to. All right, I feel better now. I feel better now. He's doing it on his own. Good for you, man. Well done. Well done. The wind speed is back up. We should start to see. Do both of these charge simultaneously, or is it like linked? Okay, so they're chain linked. So that means that essentially these are daisy chained. That means that this one needs to fill up before this one can fill up. It's sequential. They can't fill up simultaneously from different sources. We'll take this guy right here and we'll link it on over. Obviously, we'll take that link right there too. I'd like to come up with a very cool like engineering electrical grid over here that takes care of everything for us. I feel like that would be a fun and shocking way to spend our time. The material fab on this side. How do we do with that metal? Like, I've been kind of curious how much metal it produces when we put one of these in here. And with meal production, do we need multiple meal makers maybe? Because it looks like this guy right here is loaded up. Oh, look at that. The robot that's been repaired moves a lot faster than the one that's in bad shape. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. I like that, though. There's lots of interacting parts in this game. And believe me, there's, like, content here. Like, people can come and visit our base, and criminal elements will try and take over. It gets pretty rowdy, and I don't expect to survive for very long because I'm not very good at the game, which I keep saying as a caveat so that people won't, like, freak the hell out when we lose. Because, believe me, people have this weird tendency to freak out when I lose at stuff. And I'm like, well, it's kind of... That's pretty much the standard for me, man. You hang out here often? Because I tend to fail at things pretty frequently. Let's do, I guess, a second meal maker over here. Because this one appears to be backlogged pretty hard. And so since it's already full up, I prefer to keep myself stocked up on food. We also need a storage area. And so I would highly recommend we get on top of that for right now. Still, it's not dropping the menu at the moment. So there we go. Don't drop the menu. The floor of the restaurant is dirty. So we've got the bioplastic processor. It says we're on the up and up of bioplastics. It also says that we are on the up and up. Oh, there it is right there. Yep, it produced a bioplastic. And then we're on the up and up with our metal processing right now. As soon as this second little guy goes up, it takes him a minute to ramp up to full speed, but once we get this thing... Oh, never mind. It instantaneously went up to max, so we should be able to fill this pretty quickly. I sincerely, truly, and deeply wish that our wind turbine was working today, and so that looks like it's probably going to be one of our first big challenges, is adapting to the increased power usage. And unfortunately, the wind turbine can only offset so much, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, there we go. Wind turbine's up. Come on, fill these batteries up quicker. I need wind very, very badly right now. So if you can just mash this out for me, please. There it is. Well, we might fill up on electricity. Oh, nope, the wind died down just as fast as it came through. Well, shitty maca. Shitty maca indeed. I had a friend that like couldn't say shiitake mushrooms. He liked saying shitty maca instead. I don't know. And so it became this thing that I've just now said throughout my entire life because it's a throwback and it makes me happy. We can make guns, semiconductors, and spares. I don't think we need any of those right now. The game is also remarkably stable, like 0 crashes so far, which for an indie game always surprises me. I always expect there to be like a huge amount of crashes for everything that I play. Starches are going over here. I don't think we need any like real processed goods just yet. I think everything's looking pretty swell. And so anyways, we've got a bunch of meteors. God, guys, it makes me so nervous that like any moment meteors are going to come fall on me. What else do we need? Dormitory's looking good. I guess the engineer probably only repairs him once he gets down to like a certain amount of just absolute annihilation. But it said in the help files that what'll happen with the robots is eventually they'll just stop working anyways. They have a limited lifespan. And so I guess they're a little bit like us humans. Apparently at some point they just shut down and stop working no matter how well they're maintained. If we could get a real power storage solution going right now, I would be super stoked about it. Like maybe get 10,000 sitting on the grid. Keep things nice and solid. I mean, anything's better than what we went through last night, and that's the real situation that we're forced to face right now. I think a storage base would probably... Is storage exterior or is it interior? Got a signpost. We got a monolith. An epic and totally pointless symbol of achievement. And another water extractor. How is our water extraction going? Like, how hard are we leaning on this right now? So the grid's consuming 2.25 and producing 3.5. Pretty soon we're going to have to go all in on that and I think make another water producer. But it'll be alright for right now. I don't think we're going to be building too many more civic improvements anyways. Oh, shit. Oh, no. That knocked out our power like in the middle of the night. Oh, shit. Oh, dude. That's so bad. Okay, so we need to power things down. Let's go ahead and we're going to disable you. We are going to disable you. Disable you. We need to take everything off the grid that we can right now. Otherwise, we ain't going to make it through the night. I mean, we're going to need some pretty... Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to start leaning on our power supply pretty soon. So go ahead and disable that for right now. Take down everything that's not on the grid. And then as another act of desperation, let's put up another wind turbine as fast as possible because the wind is chugging right now. So we've got very, very limited time until the power goes critical. Oh, that was the worst. That was such bad RNG right there. It hit perfectly. I wonder if that's an internal roll right there or if it's just like based on where you are in the area. We've got plenty of food right now. So my concern is for, you know, not suffocating at the moment. Our food supply should be okay for a bit. Okay, so it's filling up with electricity now. We're good over there. We shut down everything on the grid that we could. I'm going to highly recommend... Oh, man, that was bad. That made my heart jump right there. Oh, that was like one of the worst things it could have hit. Hit anything. Hit anything but the power generator. Is the robot down? He's knocked out. So I think the engineer should come help him. Yeah, there he is right there. So I think that once they power down and they're not working anymore, apparently on the priorities list for these little guys over here, they wait until the robot's actually non-functioning before they come in and help out with it. This little guy over here is still trucking, though. That's why we gave him a real name instead of calling him CNT3. It's because this guy's always sleeping on the job. Ain't got nothing nice to say about him right now. Food's good. Vegetable production's down. We got starches. We have all these things that we need. For right now, though, we just need to... Oh, it looks like we're totally even right now on our power usage. Ah! I'm so nervous about this. Damn. Shit got real. No joke. Oh, he's going to fix the power collector first. Well, please consider... Did he fix the robot? Where did the robot go? Where did our robot go? He was at poor health, but he's gone now. Oh, no, he's laying on the ground right there. Get him! Hey, you. Go help the very poor robot. You cannot feasibly... Oh, he's hungry. Okay, so I guess that's how the priorities work. Alright, well, we learned something today. Now we just have to hope we make it through the Nightfall. Luckily, the game decided to be kind, and it gave us a little bit of wind. And so I think our chances of lasting through the evening are probably decent so long as the wind doesn't totally crap out on us, which it did. Okay, then. The wind's coming back slightly, but damn. Sitting on the edge of my seat right now. Like, that was so bad. And it had to wipe out our good power storage, too, didn't it? Had to wipe out our good power storage. Well, do what you gotta do. I mean, kill the grid. Kill everything on the grid that we can. I mean, I need power usage to be down to, like, nothing right now. If I turn off the oxygen generator, how long will it take for the oxygen to, like, dissipate? You would figure inside a base of this size that they should have a decent amount of oxygen. That only takes our grid down by 1, so that doesn't even help. We'll just turn it back on. Oh, it's so close right now. Come on! Gods of the universe, help me! I was trying to solve that issue right there, and we're just so close. Got a big hit somewhere. Well, all I can really do is hope that we're back up and running soon. I mean... Yep, everything's down. And so once the grid comes back up... There we go. We should start producing power pretty soon. Come on, get us back up and running. God, that was the worst meteor impact ever. Okay, so I think we're back up and running now. Let's go ahead and get the grid working so that everybody doesn't have issues. There we go. We're not functioning at full power just yet, but we're going to be all right. I firmly believe we're going to be okay here. Wow, what an episode, man. I don't feel like I had a whole lot of like really reasonable commentary here, but getting one of our power junctions to get our power batteries getting hit like right off the bat with a meteor right when we were trying to transfer into having more power. Damn, son. That is nerve-wracking. That is not fun. So I guess we can prioritize work in this structure is about the best that we can do. We can click that right there to make sure that everybody only works on that. It looks like these have a lot of maintenance that need to be taken care of as well. But we got so many meals and things that, frankly, not really super concerned about our situation. I think if we had had a second power turbine, we would have been okay right there too. How are we looking on resources? We got the met. Let's go ahead and power this back up. I could definitely... How many plastics do we have? I mean, I need both these to be functioning, more or less, so... Its inventory's full. It's got things that need to be carried around. I would love to see this robot get fixed, but there's no little button right here for me to fix him. I thought... So, for example, with the buildings, you can click prioritize. With the robot, unfortunately, I don't think we can do it. Or, like, right-click him and be like, repair him right now. Make him all better. Fix his magical robot boo-boos. Make them less, I don't know, sparky. And make them less sort of dashed all over his body. I assume eventually somebody will go over there and fix him, but... I don't know. I would love to go to, like, a main menu somewhere and prioritize... Like in base management, I would assume that there would be some kind of switch in here where I could take each of the people like you can in RimWorld, or like you can do in Memoria, and you can tell each person that like they're supposed to focus on this versus that other thing. Unfortunately, it's not quite there. What does megalomania mean? Oh, I gotta build a monolith. Okay. So we need new colonists into the base. Standing robotization, build or purchase 10 robots. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. Is that still enabled? Let's go ahead and bring him onto the grid too. Today, we should be able to fill up a battery. If we could just get some wind, man. We have not had a good day when it comes to wind. Like, the solar power is doing what it can, but we've just had a real lack of wind this entire time. I actually don't functionally think there's any point having that on. And see, it's using up 2 power even though it doesn't do anything. So I built it. We can actually go in. So what can I build over here? I can do spares. I can make semiconductors. We've got plenty of spares left, so I don't think we need that. We can also make firearms, so guns and semiconductors. Okay. Well, the next thing I need, I think I need more colonists so that I can do more work better. I can have this automated a little bit more successfully. So let's strongly consider maybe building ourselves a landing pad or something. Got another wind turbine right there, which means that we should start just like shoveling electricity into these batteries. Is that how you get electricity around? I assume that you shovel. That should also help out at night occasionally by taking a little bit of strain off the grid. You know, I had strongly considered... There we go. He's fixing the robot finally. Good. Get that constructor bot looking all nice. Benito Sosa. Doing robot repair on an exterior, like, I don't know, planet other than Earth would be super dope. Like, in a spacesuit, like, working on stuff. Seems like the adventure of a lifetime. I said that I probably wouldn't. When I did my Q&A, I said that I probably wouldn't be the guy to go and do this stuff. But you know what? I think I've become more or less resigned about life on Earth. Like, I feel like, I don't feel like I accomplished much with my life. And so, honestly, if you could, like, sacrifice yourself for the betterment of humanity, why not? Put your name on the list so that you could be in a science textbook someday. Might as well. I think that outweighs the risks. Living eternal, essentially, in the memories of mankind. That sounds good. Either way, I think we're out of time for today. I apologize for my relative lack of production during this episode. We had a number... That issue right there was bad. We almost lost our colony. I mean, it came down to how long is the oxygen going to last in that situation, but... I don't know. We made it, so that was our first big test, and we survived it. That was the Star Trek episode right there. This is Planetbase. Check it out on Steam. It's coming out in October on the 15th or 16th.